My entire family told me I would hate this, and they were 100% incorrect. So I just got done reading The Well of Ascension by Brando Sando, who I recently seen someone else's video, I can't remember who it was, but they called him Brando Sando, and I'm like, amazing name. Anyway, this is the second book in the Mistborn trilogy, or rather the first Mistborn trilogy, because I think it's more than one. Still a bit confused on that, even though someone did explain it to me, thank you anyway. And basically my whole family were like, you're gonna hate this. And they were like, why? Because it's really, really slow. I am not a big fan of things that are slow. I don't like a slow pace. Medium pace is great, fast pace even better. Slow pace, not for me. So they're like, you're gonna hate this. And I didn't. So what they all said was a slow pace was actually, it was about something they didn't really care about, which is politics, which I love. So the kind of the start of the book, it's part election to be king, I guess like president would be the equivalent, and also part kind of Cold War basically. So I found it extremely fascinating. The first book, The Final Empire, is very political, but this one is even more so political. It was so fascinating. I love politics. Most of what I consume on YouTube is politics. It was so good. Amazing. I'm not really sure I can say much about what happens in the book because it's gonna spoil everything in the first one. But it's amazing. Also, I love the ending of this book. I'm so excited to read the last one. However, my youngest brother's girlfriend has the last one, and she's a very slow reader, which is completely fine, but it means I'm going to have to wait a while to get it. So I think I'm actually going to go out and get my own copy. Look, also what my brother does to his books as well. It's gross. What does he do to them? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, really enjoyed it. So you don't know what they're about. Basically, in the first one, like the main like conceit of the world is that this man, the Lord Ruler, is a bit of a dictatorship. He's been ruling for a suspiciously long time, as in he's a bit too old and maybe should be dead. And there are people trying to break his reign, and one of them is called Kelsier, who is something called a Mistborn. Which basically in this world there are these things called allomancers who can swallow very small bits of metal, and from these metal, when they burn them in their stomach, it allows them to have a certain power, and each metal corresponds to a different power. So Kelsier is a Mistborn, he can use all of them. However, there are some people who are also allomancers, but they're just called Mistings because they can only really use one metal and use the corresponding power to that. And it's basically how these people with these powers are going to try and take down the Lord Ruler. And the second one was just so fascinating. So I don't know what my family were talking about. It's probably because they don't like politics.